Good evening, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I did not have much that I was able to do today, and I also didn't have much that I had to get done today, because I think I had mentioned to you guys yesterday, because I had recorded the haul video so early yesterday. I was actually able to edit it yesterday afternoon, so I just had to edit like the last little piece that I recorded last night this morning. Ended up editing that and then saving the vlog, so that was all I had to do. And then I did wind up doing like some dishes and laundry today. And other than that, we really couldn't do anything because Jack and my dad were gone. They had like football practice sort of like going on, but after that they had sort of like a what's it called, like a grilling sort of, like, not picnic, but I don't know, sort of like they grilled, and so they were gone until like I think around noon or close to it. I ended up actually not waking up super late today. Well, originally I was actually up at 8 o'clock this morning because I kept waking up. I woke up probably 3 times in the middle of the night because I couldn't sleep, and I don't know if it was a combination of thunderstorm that was going on last night that I kept sort of waking up from, because I woke up about 8 o'clock, and originally I had fallen asleep though, like, or woken up just like maybe a half an hour right before that. And then I think I fell back asleep and ended up waking up again because I had my TV. I turned my TV back on and set it again for like a timer. And so it was within an hour and a half, because that was how long I had it set for. Like, so I could fall back asleep, because originally I couldn't fall back asleep. Like, I woke up and it was maybe like 6 o'clock or something like that. And I couldn't fall asleep for like at least a good like 20 minutes. So I was like, okay, so I turned on the TV, and like I said, I was just sort of like watching TV, and I actually fell back asleep. But then at about 8 o'clock, I ended up waking up again, and I don't know what it was from, because my dad originally was like, oh, did you wake up from that thunder that, like that's what woke him up or something like that. Because then I got up and went out in the kitchen because I'd actually forgot to make my coffee. Normally I do my French press coffee, and I do it overnight, like as like sort of like a cold press sort of coffee, I guess. But I just wound up doing it, and like I let it sit and sort of steep basically just overnight. So I didn't do that last night, and I was out of my coffee. And so normally I make it and it lasts for like a couple days, so I don't have to make it every single day, but I forgot to yesterday. So I woke up like early this morning because I was like, Laura got up at 8 o'clock when I woke up the second time, and was like, okay, I'm gonna just make this now, and if I fall back asleep, I fall back asleep, and if I don't and I wind up getting up, then I get up. And so I did wind up falling back asleep until about 10 o'clock or something like that, or 10 or 10:30 or something around there. Like I said, my dad and Jack had been gone now, like at that point for a while, because I think they left at about 9 o'clock. So anyways, but at some point too, I also woke up around like, I don't know, maybe around like 3 or 4 o'clock or something like that. But there was like at least 3 times I ended up waking up. And then for some reason though, that between 8 o'clock and like 10 o'clock where I ended up sleeping was actually probably the best sleep that I got all night long. Because I don't know why. I was like, I think sort of maybe it was either allergies or I had like a cold or something like that, because this happened I want to say it was the last time actually that I went out into the garden, like 2 weeks ago or something like that, like while I was out there for like a really long time. And then me and my dad were just out there yesterday, and so I was thinking that actually might be what it was from, like allergies, like from the garden, because I feel a little congested, and I might sound sort of weird a little bit. My throat never hurt like a sore throat, but I felt like something like dripping sort of, and it was upsetting my stomach too at the same time. And so like all of that in combination with, I felt really like I was sleeping under like just a sheet, and I still felt like it was way too hot. But the thing is that it's been really cool out, and our air conditioning is actually still going. So it's actually like, even though it's sort of humid out again too with the storm and everything like that, the house itself feels really cold like during the day, especially too. I've been noticing like it's been, like I said, very chilly in the house sort of, and not like chilly, I'm always cold, but it felt really nice, I guess. And like I said, very, very cool inside the house. I don't know why, I just felt like it was too hot like last night. So like I said, I don't know why that was, but then like I said though, between that like 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, I was completely fine. I slept with a blanket on me, like I was you know, like I said, completely fine. I don't know if it was just because like I finally got up and like went into the kitchen and, you know, like then was cold like from being out in the kitchen, and then came back in bed and like, you know, bundled up underneath my blankets, or like what it was from. I have no clue. Or again too, if like the thunderstorms were waking me up and that's why I couldn't sleep well last night. But like I said, it was like those 2 to 2.5, 3 hours, whatever it was, pretty much between that like almost 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, whatever, that I actually think I got the best sleep last night. So again, I ended up waking up sort of late, and then I just felt sort of like out of it. I don't feel like body aches or like sore or anything like that, but I just feel like tired, like my body sort of feels tired, and I didn't do anything to warrant that really, again, other than being out in the garden. But it's almost like that sort of like again, it might just be a cold, but not like a flu, or like not like, you know, a fever, like anything like that. Like it just feels like I feel slightly off, just a tad bit. And like I said, this happened like 2 weeks ago when I was in the garden before, and when I was doing all of that weeding and everything like that too. So I feel like I'm wondering if it's like that hay fever, or like allergies, or like I said, something along those lines. And then on top of that too, my dad ended up weed whacking and Jack mowed the lawn today, so I wonder if that could be it too, like why it's still sort of bothering me. And like I said, sort of in combination to all of that, I really don't entirely know. All I know is that today I've just felt, like I said, sort of off. But the weird thing is that, like I said, I felt the exact same way like 2 weeks ago. And like I said, I noticed because it only lasted for like a day, maybe 2 to 3 days at most. And like I said, it was right after that too. So now I'm like, well, let's see if this sort of is like, starts to feel like it's going away by tomorrow. Then I'm gonna think that it's like the same thing, like some type of allergy, something or other. It was a little annoying, and like I said too, like I didn't wind up getting a whole ton done today. But then on top of that, because it was raining, and it has been raining out like on and off sort of all day today, we couldn't get a lot done outside even if we had planned on it. Like I couldn't, like the one thing I've been wanting to do is stain the fence. I can't do that because like the fence is soaking wet, and the stain is not going to wind up working very well while the deck, or I'm sorry, the fence is all wet. So like I said, you know, like even to Jack mowing the lawn, it's still like, because the grass was so like heavy sort of like from all the rain, it wasn't like, he didn't like get it cut. It doesn't look like super well. And then too, like my dad weed whacked, but like everything sort of is like sticking, you know, and it's like heavy because it's like got rain on it, so like it's all watered down. So it's like sort of hard to tell like what's like sticking up and what, you know, like is cut. So anyways, guys, like I said, I didn't end up getting to too much today, and since we did the Meyer haul yesterday, I don't have a haul for you guys today. Today was just sort of, I guess, a little bit of a relaxing day. And then on top of that too, my mom ended up taking a nap earlier today because she went to, you know, she has work tonight, you know, like her midnight shift that she works. But she ended up, like I said, she like took a nap somewhat earlier today too, like it was around like 3 o'clock. Normally she'll take one like late, much later in the afternoon, like 6 until 9 or something like that, but she ended up taking a nap at like 3 o'clock until like, I think 6 or 7 or something like that. So like I said, she ended up napping earlier, so then even too, if we wanted to, we couldn't do anything that was going to be loud on top of that. So like I said, I don't know. I know I have a lot of stuff that I still need to sort of get done, but like on top of that too, right now feeling a little off, like, and on top of that, it's like my head, like I feel like I have got a lot of pressure all over the place. So that's why I'm also really thinking that it is allergies. But it's like my nose isn't really stuffed up, like I said, my throat isn't bothering me or anything like that. It just feels like it's sort of like some type of sinus congestion sort of mixture of all of that, which like I said stinks, but it's making me feel a little off on top of all of that. So anyways, like I said, I am gonna see what I can get to tomorrow, including the grocery haul that I should have for you guys. But on top of that, it was nice having everything sort of done. Like I didn't have to edit really at all today because I did pretty much all of that tomorrow. And again too, I didn't know how busy I was gonna be. I also didn't know that Jack and my dad's football thing was going to be taking until noon. Like if they had been home earlier by like 10 o'clock, then we could have pretty much, when I got up, went and gone and done something, you know, did a project or, you know, whatever. you know, because by that time too my mom was awake as well. So, you know, we had, like I said, a small window sort of in there between like noon and 3 o'clock when she took a nap to have gotten anything done really today anyway too. So that's why I sort of focused on getting some of my little things here and there done. Like I said, the last of that editing yesterday's vlog done. I sort of did dishes and laundry and things like that, but I didn't have too much else to really do or get done. And then Tuesday's my mom's birthday, so I do know that we're probably going to need to get a birthday cake for her too, because I believe we are going to be celebrating on Tuesday. Anyways, like I said, I will have a haul for you guys in tomorrow's vlog, but if you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, I'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.